Welcome to another episode of Strikers Best Bets. Piere, how's the gallivanting been? I see you back at home. All good?
Yeah. I've been traveling. I'm gonna catch taking charge already. What's the name? We were in Cape Town. We were at Avalon Springs in Montague. It is unbelievable.
You said so?
I would
How
definitely.
was it?
And unfortunately, we lost a family member from our wife's side, so we're back traveling tomorrow again. Today is Thursday. Today we are doing the recording for Sunday. Don't forget Sunday racing Turffontein.
Absolutely. We thought we'd shake it up a little bit because there's no big racing as such in Durban this weekend. So we thought we'd revert back to Turffontein for Sunday. But I think more importantly, let's talk a little bit about Soccer World Cup that starts off tonight. Opening ceremony at 7 o'clock, followed by the game at 10 o'clock. Everybody thinks it's 9 o'clock. The game starts at 10 o'clock, I believe.
Okay. Well, I mean, obviously, I've got no expertise about the soccer, but maybe you can help us. I mean, I was teasing you earlier about maybe having a bet on Bafana because it's good value, but like you said, the chances are very small of Bafana winning. Maybe a draw, and even that you were laughing at. So
yeah, listen. I mean, okay, stranger things have happened in sport. We all know that. They're betting tonight 9-20 Mexico to win 4.5 to 10, 7-2 the draw, and 7.5 to 1 South Africa to win.
So maybe, like you said earlier, the having if you think Mexico will win, it's such a short price. You maybe take how many goals? Would that be a bet?
Yeah. I'm not a big soccer fundi. Okay, just like you. But there are many ways to take bets. How many goals? There's outright options. There's goal options. But how do I put it? There's a million ways to take these bets. So, but just to let you know that Korea is playing Chechnya, I think it is, tomorrow morning at 4 o'clock. Well, we're going to have a lot of late nights and early mornings. They're betting 17 to 10 Korea, 2.15 the draw, and 19 to 10 Chechnya. And then tomorrow night it's Canada against Bosnia and Herzegovina, whatever it's called. They're betting close to 9 to 10 Canada, 15-4 the draw, and 7-2 Bosnia. So, okay, those are the three upcoming games, but the first game is obviously Mexico and South Africa tonight. I will be putting on my Bafana shirt. I will be screaming for them. Although my heart lays with Bafana, but if you're going to have a bet, I think Mexico is the team to back.
Yeah, we have to be realistic. You know, people say, "Oh, you're negative. Don't be negative." You know, I had it all the years of riding, but I'm a realist. I mean,
absolutely.
I know if I had to run against Usain Bolt, doesn't matter how confident I'm in myself, I'm not going to beat Usain Bolt. So you got to be a realist. And then also I got a bit of inside information from Shane McGregor. He says he's out and out winner for the World Cup. He thinks it's Spain. So let's see how his judgment will be. Maybe take bets as you go along. You know, Spain onto other horses.
Well, we beat the betting for the World Cup is 9-2 Spain.
They're
favorite. 5-1 France. 7-1 England. I support England, but I think they're going to battle in this World Cup. My personal opinion. 15-2 Portugal. 8-1 Brazil. 9-1 Argentina. 14-1 Germany, 20-1 Netherlands. I know my son who lives in the Netherlands, although he's purely South African, he will be shouting for South Africa tonight, and obviously Netherlands for their games. 25-1 Norway, 33-1 Belgium, 35-1 Colombia. So it's open. It's not as easy.
Funny enough, I went on. I just thought, let me take a chance and ask AI who's going to win the World Cup, and twice it came up Netherlands at 20-1.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Well, then we must get on at 20-1, Pierre.
And let's see.
Can we take a place bet, do you think?
Yeah.
Let's get on to, before we get onto Sunday's racing, Hollywoodbets, Durban, July. There's been a lot of activity, obviously a lot of horses scratched. 8 and 18 is now out. Help me, Pierre.
See it again is scratched.
See it again is scratched.
Yeah. What's the name? The horse that won it last year. The Real Prince is out. Wow, some of the top weights, all the quality horses of the past are out. Look, I mean, obviously that they would have attracted betting, but the odds of the top weights winning are very small. At the end of the day, you're still going to have 18 runners. I mean, 20 and 2 reserves, but 18 runners. So it's still a race. It's still a Durban July. I know a lot of people are saying the quality, but it's who knows? In a couple of years time, you'll look back and you'll say, "Wow, what a strong field it was." Maybe because I still believe the 3 olds. They are better off because the top weights have gone from 60 to 62, and the bottom weight used to be 54, it's now gone to 52.
52.
So it's a 4-kilogram swing around. And if you look at the best 3 olds in the past, 8 and 18 just got beat last year. The year before, Sear again just got beat. And now they're getting, some of the 3 olds will be getting a 4-kilogram turnaround. That's a big difference.
That's huge. So let me give you the betting. There's been more pressure on Star Major, obviously now with all the big guns being scratched. Star Major's now 3-1. They're betting 4-1 Note to Self. They're betting 11-2 Wish List. They're betting 7-1 Happy Verse, who is now Zach Lloyd is mount for the Hollywoodbets Durban July. They're betting 8-1 Regulation. I don't believe that Regulation, after that last run, I don't believe he'll be in the final field. My personal opinion. They're betting 12-1 Legal Counsel, 16-1 Gladiatorian. I love the run of Gladiatorian on Saturday. They're betting 18-1 Mocha Blend and Zarts, 22-1 King Pels, who's now the ride of Chad Schofield. So at least we're getting an international flavor. Coming into the Hollywoodbets July. And the funny thing is that Zach Lloyd has never ridden in South Africa, but Chad Schofield has. And but he rode that horse, the Conglomerate, the year before you actually won on the Conglomerate, Pierre, which is amazing. So at least Chad knows the course. He'll have a better feel for the course, but it's just great to have the extra international feel, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, it's nice to have this international flavor. It adds a bit more spice to the race. And obviously these are good jocks. You wouldn't just get a ride in South Africa's biggest race if you were an average jockey. But I must be honest, from a personal point of view, from a jockey's point of view, to me, if you know the course, it's a huge advantage. I mean, you can't expect a guy to get on a horse, go around the track. It doesn't matter if you walked the track beforehand or what. It feels different. I remember when I finished, I finished 4th It was in a World Cup meeting at in Dubai. I walked the track and I looked at TV replays, everything, and I got beaten on the line for fourth. I should have finished third because I pulled the trigger too soon.
Too soon.
Didn't realize the straight is as long as it was. Even though you're walking the track, and even it just the winning post took forever to get there, you know. And I personally, if I was a trainer or an owner, I would use a jockey that knows the track and he's going to move at the right time and he's going to know. You come at gravel straight, if you sit too long, you're not going to get there. Or if you move up the hill around the bend, you are going to you're also going to tire at the end. So that's my opinion.
Yeah, listen, you got a point. Okay, you have 100% point. That gravel straight is so short, and if you don't time your run right, I don't have to tell you. Okay, being a legend at gravel, but if you don't time your run right, okay, you're going to run out of runway. So
yeah, true. All right, and then just to quickly say, I'm still sticking to my first pick wish list. I don't think you must take the short-head win of last time. I mean, I wouldn't give Minogue a winning chance in the July, but Wishless had a couple of lengths to make up in a very slow run race. Muzi rode a cracker on Minogue. Sometimes you lose, but you ride a better race than the guy that won. So
100%.
I'm still going with Wishless as a good bet because she has beaten Star Major before. Note to self, I'm still not sure if Gravel's if it's his game, short straight. But you know the Durban July they go much faster. The pace is on from the beginning, and it becomes a testing 2,200-meter race, and your stayer sort of benefits more. But that would benefit Wishless as well. Now my roughie I found because now regulation I'm disappointed with his last run. Remember we did a podcast with Andrew Fortune. He didn't really like regulation. He said sometimes he can't breathe very well. And he thinks Native Ruler is a better horse than regulation. Well, Native Ruler is a good price. If you start studying a bit of form, he comes into play as a dark horse. So I'm going with Wishless as my first choice, and my outsider at this stage, Native Ruler. We still got a month to go.
Yeah, not even a month, Pierre.
Yeah,
Not even a month. Yeah, a couple of weeks. But I mean, Native Ruler ran a crack on Saturday. I mean, to go down like the shortest of short heads, the questioning was just unbelievable.
Yeah, that was legal counsel. That was legal counsel.
Sorry, that was legal counsel.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was legal counsel. But Native Ruler, on that run that we saw a couple of weeks ago was a great run. Yeah. So yeah, he's got to be a dark horse in the race. Okay. Let's move on to Sunday, Pierre. We're starting off in race 1.
All right, just before we start, don't forget now it's Turffontein, Johannesburg. We did get rain a couple of weeks ago, which is unusual, but it's going to start drying out now. We're going to get no rain. Number one. Number two, you can see when we landed yesterday, Joburg looking brown. The frost has kicked in. It kills the grass. So instead of getting that thick, heavy kikuyu, you start getting a dead grass, which what I'm trying to say is the track starts speeding up now. You firstly want a horse that shows speed, and secondly, you want a horse that's sound, because this is when they start feeling the going gets harder. There's no sponge or cushion in the kikuyu grass because that's dead now. Yeah. And just my thinking.
Yeah, you're 100% right. And also we're on the outside track. So down that straight, it's going to be very quick. So it does favor the outside draws. Let me give you betting. They're betting 22-10, number 1, Beautiful Rosie. 9-2, number 14, Social Graces. 6-1, number 7, Elusive Dragon. 15-2, number 9, Hockey's Vita. 10-1, number 3, Caladrius. And number 4, Dad's World. and 10-1 number 10, Midnight Special.
Okay, so obviously there are many first timers here. We don't know how good they are, so I don't know what we are going to put in the bar pot. But and then there are some also that have run places, but their form is not that strong. I go on form grids, and their form's not that strong. But there are two horses here that have run against quality horses, and winners have come out of the form, and they're good prices. And that's number 3, Caladrius. He's drawn 14. I still favor the outside just because of the angle. If you look at this at Turffontein, the outside higher than the inside. So if you stay on the outside, you sort of tend to run in, and you're almost running a bit downhill. If you're drawn on the inside and you want to move out, you have to run a little bit uphill. So Caladrius is drawn 14, claiming 2.5 of Marks Jacobson. And so even though she's been beaten by His House 10 lengths and by Custodian 8 lengths, horses that have come out in that those runs have won. And I think at number 3, Caladrius, you can get good value. And the same goes for number 11, Miss Dutton, who also finished not far behind. And in a last run, although she finished 4.7 lengths, it's quite strong form. So I'm going with a 3 and 11. And then I'm going to include, just in case, because these are juveniles, of the race runners, I'd maybe include number 7, Elusive Dragon. Otherwise, look at the betting, have a look how they came to down, and then only put your bet on.
Yeah, I agree with you. So, as you alluded to, it's the first race runner home, so we don't have to put in these first timers. The source of Mark de Cox, Beautiful Rosie, 2-1 favorite, drawn 5, which is down the inside, Australian import. We don't know how good she is. I would also be going with those 3 horses, and I'm sure we'll get through the first leg of the bar pot. Let's move on to race 2, which is the first leg of the place accumulator, also over 1,000 meters. They're betting. They are betting 9-10, number 9, Snowblade. Pierre, just give me 1 second.
Well, Snowblade's running today at Turffontein on Thursday.
Exactly what I'm looking at now. So they're betting 9-10, Snowblade. I doubt if he'll run 2 days later.
I doubt he'll run because it's very close for a juvenile to run so close to apart.
Absolutely.
Plus,
Absolutely.
today is 1600. Why would you go over 1600? And this race on Sunday is a 1,000-meter race. So you're running on a Thursday over 1600, which means he needs distance. He's showing he needs distance. But then on Sunday, if he runs, he's back in 1,000. So also lose their speed if they've had a run close, they sort of a little bit more lethargic.
I don't think he'll run. I don't think he'll run on Sunday. But he's in right now, so they're betting 9-10, number 9, Snowblade. I believe this will all change. 16-10, number 11, the first timer, Riviera. They're betting 15-2, number 7, Muf'ulatela. They're betting 9-1, number 2, Bissau, and 20-1 in Better the Breast.
Okay, so then I don't know the first timers, and I don't think Snowblade will run. I'm going to put number 7 in Muf'ulatela, even though the form is not great, and then a 10, Fire as well. I think you can go wide. Yeah, this is a very tricky race.
Yeah, I agree with you. This horse is drawn down the inside, but I mean, there's nothing else in the race here.
Yeah.
Other than the 7 and the 10. That if you put the 2 horses in, you're bound to go through.
Yeah, a first time will probably win this race.
Absolutely, without a doubt. This horse Rivera's drawn 10. He's drawn on the outside. She's drawn on the outside. She's Barmar Moose. So, okay, out of a lecture mare. So she's going to show a lot of pace, I believe. And there's nothing else in the race, Pierre.
Yeah.
So let's move on to race 3, which is another one over 1,000 meters, the first leg of the pick 6. They are betting 28 to 10, number 11, Minerva Fay. All these names today. 4 to 1, number 1, Masters Lady. 4 to 1, number 8, Apparition. 6 to 1, number 5, Penny's Choice. 7 to 1, number 3, Miss River Dancer. 10 to 1, numbers 2, Elegant Edge. And number 9, Irish Vilma. And 20 to 1 by the rest.
Another maiden race, yes. These also have all got merit ratings already, and well, most of them. And no, the favorite number 1, Masters Lady's got a very low merit rating of 69. A decent maiden normally has a merit rating of 80, at least there. So, in my opinion, you got to load up here because the first time I could probably win this race. My choices are number 1, Masters Lady. Number 2, Elegant Edge. And then number 5, Penny's Choice. She's come all the way from Cape Town. We know the Cape Town horses are stronger than Johannesburg because they keep coming up here and beating our horses. And so, you can only expect improvement. Drawn on the outside, claim 1.5 from Michelle. And then another roughie, number 9, Irish Wilma. She's finished behind Secretary Bird. We know that strong form. Behind Queen Layla, and then behind Heath House, who just hasn't stopped winning. I think 3 out of 3, or was it 4 out of 4?
No, Heath House got beat last time, Pierre. So it's 3 out of 4.
At the end, yeah. But anyway, that is strong form. So the 9 is a nice value horse.
Yeah, I agree with you. And she's getting the fillies allowance. So sorry, the 2-year-old allowance.
Allowance, yes.
So got to be a big runner. Drawn 9. This horse, for me, Masters Ladies at 13 attempts in the maidens. Not for me, unfortunately. But I'm playing wide.
Yeah.
In the first leg of the pick 6.
Okay.
Let's move on to race 4, which is the first leg of the jackpot. Another sprint race over 1,000 meters. They're betting 22 to 10, number 10, Quato. 23 to 10, number 1, Isaac Stephen. 5 to 1, number 7, Mary's Captain. 6 to 1, number 2, Echoes of War. 9 to 1, number 8, Berry Lancer. And 12 to 1 and better the rest.
Yes, so tricky. I've gone with a 1, Isaac Stefan. I mean, Sasori came to win again, and this horse finished second to it last time. And then Echoes of War, not far behind on form. The claiming of 2.5 must help. And then I found another roughie, and that's number 7, Mary's Captain. If you look at this filly, she finished 11 lengths behind. First start, the only start, but she was slow, lost 1 length directed in, which means she was drawn 2 out of 19 horses. Have you seen how many winners have come out of this form?
Yeah, there's been 5 winners out of the form line, 5 direct winners.
Direct winners. That means there are more winners after that run. So
absolutely
could be a huge value bet here. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and 7. I looked at the 10, Quato. I know it finished third, 10 lengths behind Haute Couture. I don't see many winners out of that form, but I mean, it's a 2-year-old, can improve a lot. It's got to go in a pick 6. That's number 10, Quato.
Yeah, I make it a very hard race. This was Quato, although it got beat 10.5 lengths. I think the winner won by 6 or 7 lengths.
Yeah.
And this horse, Hope Couture came out and won again on sprint day at Scottsville, in that Group
Feature race.
1. So,
Feature race.
yeah, in the feature. So
that 10 lengths is not that bad then.
no, definitely not that bad. I mean, it was a run full of merit. The horse opened up 7-2 and drifted right out to 8-1. So if you don't believe in the 2-year-olds, then you're going to have to load. But for me, this was Cueto is a huge runner, drawn on the right side of the track. Got Keegan de Mello, who is who's contracted to the Vernus family. He's got it all in his favor in the fourth race. This horse made his captain. You're quite right. Although the horse ran, call it 12 lengths of split the eights, it's one of the better form lines in the country. So if you're playing it wide, you definitely have to put in Mary's captain. Let's move on to race 5, which we're going around the turn over 1,400 meters. They're betting 5-2, number 5, Be All You Can Be. 28-10, number 7, Master Smoker. 5-1, number 6, Jimmy Vega. 7-1, number 10, Sutter's Mill. 8-1, numbers 1, Brave Warm, and number 4, The Reason. And 11-1, and better the rest.
Well, it's not getting easier. I think after this it gets a bit easier. So I think go big until this race. I like all of 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 10. Some of these horses, I mean, most of them are lightly raced. This is around the bend, 1,400. It's right on the bend. A draw is very important. So also like number 1, Brave Warm, 2 direct winners from its last start, but it's drawn 10. You know, it's disadvantage like quite a lot. Then you get like horse number 3, Hot Cocoa. The form's not that great, but it's drawn 1. You know, does it make up the advantage it's got against a horse that's drawn bad? You know, it's a disadvantage. So you've got to go so wide here. Obviously, number 5, Be All You Can Be, is drawn well. Just got beat short head last time out. So it has to be the first choice. And then probably number 7, Master Smoker, also in second. 4.5 lengths beaten first time out. But a lot of scope for improvement. Drawn a bit bad at 8 though. But you got to go wide. Even at the 10, Sutter's Mill, drawn 2. And its form's working out quite well. Go wide, go very wide here.
Yeah, I like this horse, Sutter's Mill. Just the fact that I don't normally like it when they cut back in trip, but just the fact that he's bringing back to the 1,400. That first run was a cracker behind Sheriff Bill Brown. They then thought they'd go, step him up to the mile. He ran 7 lengths to proper. He's now back to the 1,400. Form lines are very, very strong. So, I would go wide, but this was Sutter's Mill at 7-1 is a huge price. Yeah, let's move on to race 6. Over 2,400 meters. They're betting 16-10, number 4, Balerathon. 7-2, number 3, Hotter Ruby. 9-2, number 1, Poet's Warrior. 6-1, number 8, Deception Pass. 13-2, number 5, Moment. 10-1, number 2, Breeze Over. And the bottom 2, Tax Haven and Golden Warrior, both 16-1.
This is Pinnacle Stakes. Some horses are better handicapped than others. But if you look at the best handicapped horse in the race, Breeze Over, his form of late is not so great. The second best is Poet's Warrior. So they might be quality horses, but they all form. They form not looking hot. Then you go next, Hotter Ruby and Bellerophon. I think you can get away with 2 horses here. Hotter Ruby and Bellerophon, the 3 and the 4. Their form is solid. They've got lightweights, and I think this will get you through the pick 6 and the place accumulator. These 2 horses.
Yeah, just a side note, Pierre, that this horse, Bellerophon, we opened betting last night. We opened this horse up at even money. He's now gone 16-10. Bellerophon. So he's on the drift. There's been a little bit of money for Poets Warrior at 9-2, and there's been a little bit of money for Deception Pass at 6-1. You know, with that weight, 2,400 meters.
I don't like this.
Didn't mind.
I've ridden him before. He was quite aggressive, and he's under sufferance. He's got a merit rating of 77. Hot Ruby's got a merit rate of 97. They're both carrying 52. 20 points out at the weights. That means 10 kilograms, 10 lengths. I don't like Deception
That's a lot.
Pass at all. Maybe Poets Warrior, because he's a class horse, and if he runs to his best form, you know, then he's in the play. I'm just gotta cut down somewhere, and I'm gonna go in this race, Hotter Ruby and Bellerophon.
Okay, just this was Poets Warrior. The last time Gavin Arena rode it at 1. He's ridden this horse 4 times. He's had 3 wins on it. There's been winners out of all his form lines.
Right, yeah.
I beg your pardon?
So it can also be getting a horse at the right time. You know, if
absolutely.
So if I phone for the ride and they say no, Gavin's got the ride, then it means Gavin's that's his first pick. You understand? But if I phone for the ride and they say, yeah, you can ride the horse because Gavin's already got another ride, it means Gavin's seen a better ride. And then I take the ride on Poets Warrior and it's the wrong race, or the horse is not on form at track or whatever, and then it gets beat. You know, so
absolutely.
In my day as well, I got on horses when I thought this is the right time, then I win on them, and I keep winning on them because I've got the ride, because I won on it, and so you pick the right races. But anyway,
absolutely, you spot on. Let's move on to race 7, another race down the straight. They're back sprinting. They're betting 3-1, number 7, Sasaru. 9-2, number 14, Dante's Bond. 7-1, number 3, Max the Magician. 8-1, number 1, Captain Salvi. 8-1, number 11, Stony Island. And number 13, Xenophon. 10-1, number 12, Trombolines. And 16-1, and better the rest.
So my initial findings here was it's a quality race, it's a tough race, but you got to look at Captain Salvi. 1-3 in a row with ease, so she can follow up. I looked at the Sasaru, very good second last time out. Could still be on an up, lively race, drawn on the right side. He's got to be the main inclusion. I looked at the 9 Blizzard Quest. I know it's been finishing 9th, 6th, 4th, and 5th, but there's some form here that has shown that it's strong form. It's just coming back in distance, though. That's my worry. And then the 14 Dante's Bond is very close to Sasaru on a turnover and weights, also drawn on the right side. So I think your main inclusion's got to be the 7 and the 14, and then maybe Captain Salvi as the backup if he thinks she can keep winning.
Yeah, Captain Salvi really is a top filly. I know that the Sable Rater, she really, I mean, she's done nothing wrong the last 3 starts. She's loves the course and distance. I just found another horse. This horse, Stonywood, got Craig Zaki in the arms. Nice price, big value at 8-1. Got the draw. It ran 9 lengths or 8 3/4 lengths to Speedman, but his runs before that, you can't fault them. I know that Speedman has been nominated for the one feature on July Day, so I like Stonywood as a roughie, and I think he's great value at 8-1. Let's move on to race 8, which is the last race. They're betting 26-10, number 3, Give Me Some Love. 7-2, number 1, Carcula. 9-2, number 4, Beautiful One. 15-2, number 2, Nicholson's Landing. And number 9, Heavenly Lace. 8-1, number 5, Global Royalty. And 11-1, and better the rest.
Yeah, another maiden race we have, 1400 on the bend. I found my best bet on a card, and that's number 1, Carcula. Why I'm saying that? Got a merit rating of 75, where the favorite, Give Me Some Love, has got a merit rating of 69. That is 6 points. That is equivalent to 3 kilograms, equivalent to 3 lengths. Plus, Carcula, JC Boertes claims 2.5 kilograms. That's another 2.5 kilos advantage. So it's 5.5 kilograms. If you go on, Give Me Some Love on. If you go according to the handicapper, that merit rating is given by the handicapper that determines the ability of a horse. And Give Me Some Love has had, wow, how many runs? He's had 8 runs already. You know, by this time you get close to your merit rating. Where the one Carcula has only had 5 runs. Some of his races before he's been drawn, well, 7 and 9, which is not great around the bend. At least drawn 6 now. And if I look at the rest of the field, they don't look too good. So, in my opinion, I would say make this your banker. And if you're still in the pick six in the last race or the PA, then you look to take a cover bet. You know, I've been watching you guys at the course. I'm learning, and you know, banker this was in the last and cover if you feel you're scared that it will get beat.
Yeah, I agree with you, Pierre. I really, really do agree with you. My only reservation is that she's coming off a long break. The last run was in December, the 11th of December. So she's coming off a long break. I think that's why she's such a big price, because that last run to Apostrophe was out the top draw. I really, really like her. Only worry, as I said, is coming off a long break where Give Me Some Love is much fitter.
Yeah, it looks like she's changed stables, so maybe that's the reason for the break. I know, like you say, a race makes you fit, or gets you fitness. So that is a concern. It is a concern.
But she is the right horse in the race, in my opinion. Other than that, I think this race is pretty weak. So if it's not number 1,
then it's a field.
It's the field. Yeah, I think that wraps it up. It's been great being with you. We mustn't forget to start taking our All-to-Comes World Cup into racing on the weekend, into the Hollywoodbets Durban July. There's a lot happening. We 3 weeks off the July now. It's going to be great. Don't forget our card call, which happens on Sunday the 28th at 7 o'clock, where we're going to be giving away prices in our card call. It's only for an hour. We're previewing the Garden Province and the Hollywoodbets Durban July. We're going to be giving extended prices for both races. And there's going to be a lot of insight into the 2 races on that evening. And the guys can get on at much better prices.
True. And before I say goodbye to the punters, just got a SMS from Shane McGregor once again. He says if Spain doesn't win, in the finals will be either Brazil or Argentina. So inside information, and thank you from Shane.
Well, that's great. Well, at least we're getting a little bit of soccer expertise for our viewers. Our viewership is growing all the time, which is great. It's all got to do with you, Pierre, and your insights. And happy punting on the weekend.
All the best, and take the money.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Stop recording.
Okay.